Hey guys, so in this tutorial we're going to cover one of very important aspects for tracking your session. We're going to cover UTM parameters if you want to track your visitors, how they behave in your website, and if you want to connect your Facebook ads with Google Analytics and your other tracking tools. This is a very good way to do it, and we're going to cover it step by step. First, we're going to briefly cover what is an UTM parameter, what's the difference between the dynamic and static field. Then we're going to cover how to set up on your Facebook ads step by step. I'm going to give you my UTM parameter so you can simply copy and paste it every time you create a new ad, so you don't have to worry if you have it set up well. Then we're going to cover how to track sessions with the UTM parameter on Google Analytics 4, so you can see how you can utilize this to the fullest. So first of all, briefly let's cover what is an UTM parameter. UTM parameter is a short text code that's added to the URL of your ads, and it helps you track sessions for your advertising on Google Analytics 4, Shopify, or any other tracking software that you use. With UTM parameter, you will understand better your visitor behavior. For example, how long they're on your page, what page do they visit, on which page do they exit, and many more in-depth insights. So it's a very useful thing to have if you want to understand your audience in depth. So how does the UTM parameter looks like? So let's say, for example, your website URL is yourwebsite.com. And this, which is bolded, is an example of the UTM parameter. Of course, you can customize it by your preference, and I'll show you how, but this is the parameter that I use, that I will show you how you can use for your ads. So you can simply just copy and paste it on your ads and have a fully functional UTM parameter on your ads. So what fields does the UTM parameter have? It has the UTM source, which is going to be Facebook, because for this example, we're putting this parameter on the Facebook ads. Then UTM medium, it's paid social, because it's paid social, you can have this as organic, for example, if you want to put your UTM parameters on organic advertising and stuff. But for this example, it's again paid social, so we don't want to complicate that. Then we have the UTM campaign. And as you can see, this one has the brackets on it. The reason being is because it is dynamic field. And we will shortly cover what the dynamic field is. Then we have the UTM content, which has the ad set name underscore ad name. Again, this is the dynamic one, and I'll show you what it means. So the difference between the dynamic and static UTM fields. First two fields, as you can see, they are static. And the reason these two first fields are static is because when you're creating your UTMs for Facebook ads, you're going to use it only for Facebook ads. So you're not going to change the marketing channel. So for that reason, you don't have to change that. You just have to set it up as it is. While the dynamic field, which is in this example, UTM underscore campaign and UTM underscore content, will be changed depending on how you name your campaigns and how you name your ad sets and ads in your Facebook account. So for example, if you named your UTM campaign testing, then testing will be pulled from your Facebook ad account and it will be placed right here. The same goes for the ad set name and ad name. So it's very important to name this very well, because later on Google Analytics you want to know from which campaign how the audience behaves and stuff. So when you name your campaign, for example, testing or scaling campaign or some number or whatever, it will automatically pull that name and place it in your UTM code. So that's the main difference between the dynamic and static. Dynamic fields are pulled from your account based on your naming conventions, while the static UTM fields are manually set up and they're not changed until you change them. So for Facebook ads, as I mentioned, I recommend using the mix of both, the first two being static, then the second two being dynamic. So now how to set up the UTM parameter to Facebook ad. So once you're about to create your ad, so not your ad set, not your campaign, your ad, when you're on that screen where you put up your images, videos, the copy of your ad, all you have to do is to scroll all the way down until you see URL parameters. Here, all you have to do is to copy this code that I have provided you here and paste it here. And that's it. When you have this code, which you can find in this document, you just paste it here and your UTM is set up. It will automatically pull your campaign name, your ad set name, your ad name, so you can have all these things in your Google Analytics later on when you want to review in depth how your audience behave on your website. So now that you have done that, simply click on the publish. I will not click on the publish because I don't need this, but you just hit the publish and you're all set up with your UTM code. Then the last thing we're going to cover is how to track sessions with the UTM parameters. When you are on your Google Analytics, click on reports, then acquisition, then traffic acquisition. Now here, click on session primary channel. Then here you can click, or for example, let's say session campaign. Now here, all the campaigns that you have on your Facebook ads that you're pushing will appear here. And here you can understand things like engaged sessions, average engaged time per session, engagement rate. You can set up event counts, for example, add to carts and stuff if you have all these things set up well. And this is how you can understand in depth how your audience behave when they're leaving your page. And you can also use your UTM codes for funnel analysis. It's a bit more advanced technique which we're going to cover in one of the further videos, but basically you can understand the funnel of your audience, where they land, when they exit the page and all the stuff. You can do that on the left side, then going by explore, then here by creating a new funnel and stuff. But for this video, this is how you set up the UTM codes correct way so you can track your visitors and analyze their behavior. So always have this set up, because it's always better to have more data than analyze on what you need to analyze and improve based on that. So that's it for this video. I hope you liked it. If you liked it, like and subscribe for more e-commerce tips. See you in the next one.